In the shadowed edges of our understanding lies the possibility of a realm governed not by light, but by dark energy, an otherworldly dimension where chaos reigns and the laws of physics are mere suggestions. This isn't just a mirror universe or an extra-dimensional layer. It is something far more alien. If such a realm exists, then the beings that inhabit it are shaped by instability, endless expansion, and forces we cannot comprehend. These entities would not resemble anything known to man. Some might be formless, drifting energy with no stable structure. Others, pure consciousness without identity, perceiving time and reality in ways unfathomable to our linear minds. Their very nature could be hostile to ours, not by intent but by design. To interact with us might unravel our reality, not out of malice, but because their essence is incompatible with the fabric of our universe. Many ancient cultures hinted at creatures with cold eyes and colder intentions, figures carved into stone, scaled and watchful. Today, these stories often resurface under one familiar form, the reptilian. Not merely lizards in the literal sense, but symbols of something deeper, entities that are cold-blooded, instinct-driven, and emotionally detached. Where mammals thrive on connection and empathy, these beings represent the opposite. Calculated presence, one-dimensional hunger, and the slow, unfeeling march of domination. Whether these symbols were memories, visions, or warnings is uncertain, but the parallels are hard to ignore. In dreamscapes, rituals, and reports from the edges of consciousness, reptilian forms appear, often tall, scaled, and void of warmth. They are not fiery beasts, but icy predators. They do not rage, they watch and wait. And now, an even more unsettling possibility emerges. What if some humans have begun to reflect these very traits? Slowly, subtly, certain individuals begin to exhibit a chilling emotional distance, a predatory calm, a disregard for empathy, a focus on control. Their words feel rehearsed. Their smiles don't reach their eyes. They speak in abstractions of power, order, and inevitability. It's as if something alien is speaking through them. Perhaps these individuals aren't merely corrupt or cruel. Perhaps they are changing, reshaped mentally, spiritually, even biologically into agents of the shadow forces. Whether they know it or not, they pave the way. In boardrooms, governments, hidden chambers, and digital shadows, they normalize what should horrify us. They spread chaos with cold logic. They are not the storm, they are the silence before it. In a realm where chaos is king and entropy is law, morality as we understand it may have no place. Evil, in our terms, implies intention, but these beings might simply exist to consume, to expand, to dominate, not because they choose to, but because it is all they know. From our perspective, such behavior might appear malevolent. But in truth, they might be creatures of instinct, responding to cosmic imperatives written into their very existence. Whether they are one-dimensional or complex depends on the lens through which we view them. If their world is one of endless decay or aggressive expansion, they may appear simple in their motivations. Yet, they could be profoundly intricate, operating under metaphysical laws that twist the very notion of intelligence and purpose. The cold-blooded calm of a reptile is not a lack of awareness. It is a stillness that waits for the perfect moment to strike. But what if these two worlds, ours and theirs, are not meant to touch? Imagine a cosmic barrier, a sacred divide between light and dark, designed to preserve balance. A law of separation, much like the way matter avoids antimatter, or how fish are bound to water unless forced into air. This barrier could be dimensional, energetic, or metaphysical, an invisible wall that keeps the chaos at bay. And yet, what happens when the barrier is breached? Cracks might appear, not suddenly but slowly. The laws of reality might bend. Time could fracture. Energy might behave erratically. And from the dark side, something could begin to seep through. Not a legion marching through the stars, but an influence, a whisper. At first, it would be subtle, a rise in violence, cruelty, and senseless destruction, a blurring of right and wrong, ideologies emerging that celebrate chaos, where darkness becomes desirable, even worshipped. Humanity wouldn't recognize the invasion for what it is, not a war of weapons, but a parasitic unraveling of the soul. And the signs are already here. Malice spreads like wildfire. Acts of brutality no longer shock the world. Morality becomes fluid, easily bent to justify cruelty. People act in ways that defy logic or empathy, consumed by urges they can't explain. The world grows louder, angrier, more divided. It is as if something unseen is feeding on our suffering, encouraging it, nurturing it, thriving on it. Some ancient traditions may have warned us. Dark symbols, forgotten rituals, cults that danced at the edge of madness. Perhaps they were not mere fantasies but early attempts to describe what now unfolds. A slow breach, a rising tide, the veil thinning. There are belief systems, even today, that embrace darkness, not metaphorically but literally. They invite it, speak its language, enact its will through ritual and symbolism. If the dark dimension needs gateways, then these ideologies could serve as beacons. Intentional or not, they widen the cracks. They corrupt human nature, redefine what it means to be good. And through them, the influence grows stronger. This is not just a spiritual or philosophical shift, it is existential. The goal of the dark realm may not be conquest in the way we understand it. It may not need to march across galaxies with armies. It only needs to infect, to rewrite the rules, to make our world resemble theirs. Chaotic, cruel, and void of hope. A slow erosion of what makes us human until resistance is no longer possible. And if that happens, if the breach widens beyond repair, our universe will not be destroyed in fire or flood. It will dissolve, quietly, forgotten, replaced. There may still be time, if we recognize the signs, if we resist the influence, if we strengthen the barrier through knowledge, through science, through spirit. But make no mistake, the battle has already begun.